Bro, you have to collaborate to hit another demographic. Like, I've got something of value in it, but sometimes I need to collaborate with someone so people in a different industry or people with different interests or people from a different background can now benefit from the value that I offer.
The reason that you're saying, like, people are saying big bricks with tips and you're saying, but I don't see myself that big, it's because you've walked through the door. When you get through the door, that door, you see how many other doors there are.
Bro, I've seen it.
And then even when you get through there are other doors. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So the way you see the world is shaped by what you're exposed to.
You saying, bro, I just touched back from Cannes.
How was it?
It was good. So funny. Sometimes I was saying cans out there, but it's actually Cannes.
Yeah.
And when you find out that it's Cannes, cans just sounds so fresh.
Oh, yeah, man. I remember them days. Anyway, I remember them fresh days. But you know, like, sometimes you don't realise that your parents are setting you up for failure. They're just telling you stuff. Like, man used to call it King Turkey Fried Chicken. King Turkey Fried Chicken.
What?
King Turkey Fried Chicken.
What's that? Oh, Kentucky. Oh, I never heard that one.
Kentucky.
I've never heard that one.
Kentucky.
I never heard that one.
King Turkey.
There was a couple ones that when I was like 17, I had to train myself out. Because you go to college, you say certain things. What you say? Too
Bro.
Funny. But yeah, Cam was a vibe, man. It was a vibe. I think I'll go again. Like, just like, a lot of people like meet new people, blah, 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 blah. But I think the thing that I benefit from is meeting people that I've met before, or people that I knew of socials, or people that I should have met by now, basically. Does that make sense?
But do you ever feel like explain to people, because people will say, right, your bricks are tips, you got mad followers, you got mad content, you're on national television all the time, you're doing bare things. Why would you, at your place, need to go to a place and go and beg friend?
Well,
so that's what I'm just saying. What people say at home, like, so because that's what they're thinking in their head.
It's so
cool. That's why they're not going to the networking events. That's why they're not going out, because they're telling them, I don't want a beg friend. Why?
So true. The first thing I'll say is that the beg friend mentality will always just come and bite you in the bum.
Come on,
always bite you in the bum. The second thing I'll say to that is that why me on national TV, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I hit a certain demographic, and sometimes you need to collaborate to hit another demographic. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Bro, I have to click. Because you're preaching, bro.
You have to collaborate to hit another demographic. Like, I've got something of value in it, but sometimes I need to collaborate with someone so people in a different industry or people with different interests or people from a different background can now benefit from the value that I offer, because otherwise you're just going to be talking to the same people. But sometimes that's what people like. Bro. Sometimes people want to speak to the same people, and it's just going to be lit. And it's not that I'm ignoring my core audience. I'm not, but I do understand the importance of growing. And in order to grow, you need collaboration.
Because man will say, "Wow, but your bricks are tips, though. You're doing your thing like you're already successful. Why are you gonna take? You got a busy schedule. You got bare things to do. And you took a week out to go. Like, is it just a jolly? But what you're saying, like, I remember, there's certain people at BBC, especially that liked man in regards to that were high up, and then I had meetings with them, and they knew me, and they're commissioning stuff. But you see, once people knew that they knew me, production companies then came to me and said, we're talking to this commissioner and we wanna put your name in when we put it forward because it's more likely to get commissioned.
Yes.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Same thing with Channel 4.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Even now with Channel 4, like, obviously, trust me, people like, even I ain't seen on TV on time, there's bare things in the pipeline that are just waiting for funding because people ain't advertising on that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that sometimes you might know people, like people know you, but you're now meeting people maybe not even that people that are going to speak to those people.
Yes.
And now, because you know one side, now the other, it's easier for them to sign it off because they might feel like, if I know him but no one else knows him, they're going to think it's biased.
It's all on me, and it's all on me. I'm the only one rolling the dice.
If it goes wrong.
But when I can say that, oh yeah, but E-Man, he's had a meeting with... Do you know what's so crazy that you're saying this? Because I had a meeting yesterday at Television Centre, and I met 3 people within television, innit?
Yeah.
And it just helps that each one of them said that, well, we've met in person now.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And they all know each other.
Yeah.
And like you say, it's not them, just one person rolling the dice on you. It's that I know them. And when they put something forward, they've met with XYZ and XYZ, it just makes it a lot easier to digest. So listen, the big friend thing is killing our people, man. And the other thing I'll say is that you say that ego will kill you. I can't
Come,
lie to you.
bro.
Ego will kill you because you're saying, oh, yeah, big bricks with tips. Why would you have to go out there and network with new people? First of all, I've never, big bricks with tips. What is that like?
something we made up. We made up.
What is big to you like?
Yeah.
Because, and I think this is the thing that people don't understand is that I'm definitely not one of the people that a lot of the time when someone will be like, oh, you're doing so well, and I completely appreciate it every single time, and thank you to those people, because it even takes courage to come up to me and say that, innit?
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm at like 2% of the goal that I need to be at,
Bro.
So I can't even think about myself like big bricks with tips. Like you're saying that, why would big bricks with tips need to be out? And I need to be out in Cannes. And furthermore, to even get to the 2% that I am today, how do you think I got out there? Like I had to be out there in these networking events by myself, not knowing no one, telling people this is what I do. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And you're not only when you're telling people what you do as well, you're not only focusing on who you think will bring you value. Like just speak to people, just practice speaking to people. You don't know how it can turn around. And sometimes it's a case of meeting someone and they can't do nothing for you. But do you know what? I spoke to someone when I was at the last networking event. I spoke to someone 2 weeks ago that I could actually do with knowing you. Put these two together. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Bruv.
And let it germinate and grow into something.
Nah, what you're saying is facts, and it's just like you like even like it's the rooms you're in, right? So in Cannes, everybody's somebody. So whoever you're next to, just say hello to them.
Yeah, literally.
What do you do? They do something big.
They do something.
Everyone do something. Plus, the reason that you're saying like people are saying big bricks with tips, and you're saying, oh, but I don't see myself that big. It's because you've walked through the door. When you get through the door, that door, you see how many other doors there are.
Bro, I've seen it.
And then even when you get through there are other doors. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So your vision is, your perspective, like the way you see the world is shaped by what you're exposed to. And so the people that see us doing well, and we are doing well, but we understand that when we're now in where we're at, there's levels. Yeah. Do you understand? Like someone that got a job, like as a cashier in Barclays, when I first got my job, we all went to do celebratory meal to be cashier. Do you know what I mean? It's the lowest job in the bank, but coming from where I come from, bro,
it's true.
to be in the bank is a big thing. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's one of those things that it's all perspective, and it's like you see the levels as you get in there, as you start to grow.
It's balance, isn't it? It's a tricky one because you've got to very much so appreciate where you're at. And I think that you're right to celebrate being a cashier at that point, innit? Yeah. One thing I don't like is that I like the fact that you gave the analogy at the door, because there's some people, like you walked through the door, you celebrated, which is correct, and then you saw all of the other doors. Yeah. Now it's time to work. What some people do is that they'll get through the door, cashier is like 18 bags. Yeah, yeah. And then what they'll do is that instead of seeing all the other doors, they'll turn around back to everybody that's still looking for a job. Yeah. Hey, look at me. Cashier, Barclays. Yeah, exactly. Come on. Look at, you get what I'm trying to say? Facts. But it's the truth though.
Yeah, facts.
It's the truth though. That's what people do. Like some people might make their first 100K, and instead of saying, okay, cool, how's this 100K gonna make me 10M? It's like they're turning it around. Now I'm gonna use the 100K to buy this to show everybody that doesn't have 100K. This is what 100K looks like, and it's kind of like, are we doing the right things, basically?
Bro, it's mad. Even like I met one of my friends I went to uni with, Sean Land. He's big in property, like he does property and stuff. Like he's a millionaire now. Like, bro, when we went to uni, he reminded me I got him his job in Barclays. Like I even forgot, bro. You know, like me, yeah. All you had to do was say, bro, I want to apply to a job in a bank. Can you help? I would help anybody. Yeah, we don't need to be friends. Yeah. We don't need to be related. Yeah. I would help anybody. I remember at that time I used to go to restaurants or go out. If someone gave me good customer service, I'm like, have you thought about getting a job in Barclays? I'm gonna help you. Gave them my card, told them, message me, I'm gonna help you apply because you got good customer service. Yeah. I know you're gonna you'll do well. Like it wasn't, and so I didn't even remember. He's invited me on the podcast. He's like, bro, you got me that job in Barclays, bro. That really helped me on my career and changed it. Before that, I was working in McDonald's and It helped me network and meet people. Obviously, he's already, family does property anyway, so he was always on a good trajectory, but he always had to work for it. And it's like you said, that networking, that being in that environment, like I've got someone who's a multimillionaire, who's doing really well in life, that owes me a favor.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever need it, but just networking, just helping and being a blessing to other people means that you're able to, when called on, there's an opportunity for someone to want to help you.
Absolutely. And it's at the time of you helping him, you never expected anything back in it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's so crazy that when we get to these levels as well with multimillionaires and stuff like that, we're not even talking about. We talk about how they're going to help you. It's never like a job or it's never money. Do you know what it often is? An intro.
Intro to somebody. Come on.
There's certain man that ain't talking to unless you get an intro.
Bro,
but the intro itself will print money. You get what I'm trying to say?
Facts. And it's like these are the types of people that can speak in rooms for you.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? I know, like, now I'm not really, but I'm still conflicted. But you know, like this MBE, bro, man knows bare people that's got MBEs. Like, so I know that if I really want to go down that route, I can speak to them. They can make nominations. They can get you ready for it. Say what you need to do and prepare for you to go down. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like having these people in your network, people that other people regard you highly. Like, why wouldn't you want that? And like you said, sometimes we are so in our bubble, like with our friends, and it's like, it's great. Like, it's great to be able to go party. It's great to talk about what you did back in the day in primary school, bro, we have to remember it's a long time ago. Yeah. Like, my son is in secondary school. So how can I be talking about...
Still reminiscent.
I'm still reminiscent on secondary school times. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, we have to grow up like and say that, right, you know what? What's next? Like, okay, yes, we've got this, and these are our friends and our family, but what else? Like, what conversations? I was talking about the other day, these guys messaged me. They've got like a group of man them, and they wanted me to come and give a finance talk in that group. You know, normally I charge, but I said, that's blind. I'm just happy that this exists.
That they've got that community.
They've got the community. Yeah. So it's like, let me come do this, give them some game for them and that. Do you know what I mean? And then I was saying to them, like, I got my own group, my own WhatsApp group with a man them that we're going to kick football with, yeah. And like, bro, unless we talk football, cobwebs in that thing.
Cobwebs there, yeah.
Bro, unless we talk football, someone will bring a little prayer, a little Bible verse, and man will say, amen, God bless you. Bro, there's nothing in there. Like, but we're all doing bits. Like, we all could be doing property together, doing stuff together, but it's just not there. And then, I remember when we tried to do a couple things, and man that are serious in life are not serious when it comes to you. Do you understand what I'm just saying? They don't take that same dedication they have with their work and with what they do, with what you do. So you just kind of just think, okay, we'll just leave this as this, but find people that can lift you up, can motivate you. Like, hear other people's story. Bro, the things I learned, like one of the things I love about being a financial advisor is I find out how people made their money. Yeah. Like, how did you get to a point where you can afford to be in front of me, or you now need my help and services?
People don't ask. Do you know what? It's just, there's so many reasons to do it. But even like just for inspiration, just to learn, like people don't ask questions. Like I think I said it on the pod already, but the time I went to that guy's peak house and he had the
Airbnb.
He had a mini house that was peak as well anyway, but the main house was crazy. You think I can leave that place without asking him what he does? It's impossible. Be a people person. Let people buy into you. They'll soften up, talk to you. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, so like for me, like going to places like, for Cannes is a level. You even got to be someone before you even get there. Just say, remember, we're talking about Will I Am is walking in the street.
Bro,
we're talking about
so many, man.
There's so much people. When I saw the videos, I was thinking, bro, like,
literally, it's ridiculous.
Keenan and Kel, like, man, and these like Keenan, like he's just there, like walking the streets, and you can just talk and have conversations. Queen Latifah, Andre 3000, Eric Cantona, Shannon Sharp, Kevin Durant, like it was ridiculous. So it's like you're here. And like, again, because it is where it is, like people now take down their, like if it was in America now, you couldn't find these men just walking the street anyhow because they know, but they understand for this week, I'm in a space where everybody's somebody.
Everybody's come here for one thing. The only person who had noticeable, I'm sure people had security, the only person who had notable security was Queen Latifah, and it was one man. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Of course.
Other people, like, very, very much so accessible. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. And so it's so important, like, to really understand that this networking thing, it never stops at all levels. Like, even the wealthiest. People. Look at these elites that they have their own little private clubs.
Yeah.
Do their own little traditions and their own whatevers that we would think is backwards or whatever. But that's their own thing. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone has their. So why would we want to stop? Why would we not want to have this? Why would we not want to have this growth? Why would we not want to learn from other people? Why do you think our success is the only success that exists out there? Literally. There's so many different forms of success, so many different ways to be more successful. Yeah. There are avenues that are available to you. Like for me, collaboration is king, and to be able to get into an environment where you can collaborate with people who are successful.
Yeah.
And people that can push buttons for you. Sometimes we are so quick to go to that rave, go to that party and just wine out and have a good time. But we're talking about people that could put 10, 20, 30K in your pocket by just saying yes for you on a deal.
Literally.
And you're saying you're not going to be there. And the thing is, like, it's not like, and this is the thing, sometimes you go there and think, oh, I'm going to go there and I'm going to get a deal there. That's not how this thing works.
Yeah.
You go there, you meet people, you take contacts, you come back, say, oh, it was great meeting with you. Like, maybe in a few months, oh, we haven't spoken since Cannes. Should we jump on the Teams or do you want to get a coffee? Let me know if you're in the city or if you're this or that. Oh, I've pitched this idea. Oh, you know what's even better? When you can connect the person that you've met, you can connect them with somebody.
I love that.
Oh, bro.
I love that.
Bro, it's so... Like, when you speak to someone, they're like, oh, yeah, I'm thinking about doing this, and this. Like, and then, like, I had it now where some of the people I'm networking with, message, like, Eman, I'm thinking about this. Do you know anyone can do this? Eman, I know you're doing this. Bro, more time I'll know somebody.
Yeah.
And then you connect them and they're like, oh, thank you. Now, all of a sudden, they're coming for everything.
This is it. And I always say to people as well, and this is one thing I've been saying there, good business can't be rushed.
No.
You ain't going to force it. So a lot of the time when you're meeting someone, like, don't go into these scenarios necessarily trying to strike a deal straight away. Go into these scenarios just trying to know a bit more about the person. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Learn a bit more about the person. Like, some people are so quick to throw a pitch in there that you don't even know what the person even wants. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And you ain't necessarily got to speak to people that you necessarily want something from as well. Like, I always say to people that, like, just meet new people. That's it. The huge advice: everybody just be normal as well, man.
Oh my goodness!
Just be normal.
It's
like,
okay.
Just don't be weird in it. Like if there's and I say this to say that like I'm on TV. I've got a platform. Do you know? Literally, yeah. Like, if I go out 3 times in a week, I will say to 6 people, yo, bro, listen, I just want to big you up. I love what you do.
Yeah.
That's it. I just wanted to hell you up because what you've been doing on XYZ, absolutely. Don't do the thing where you just be watching them with a corner of the eye. And stuff like that, yeah, it gives you, I always say it's like training, just speaking to people as well.
Yeah.
And you ain't only got to speak to people that you love what they do as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
If you've seen something that someone did, do you know how many people that I have no idea what they do, I end up speaking to them and I'm like, yo, this person is like president of XYZ in the United States. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But it's just by virtue of just speaking to someone random.
Yeah, and people are normal. Like, as much as people are on TV, you have to remember they might be actors, they might be footballers, but outside of that, they're normal human being. Like, just normal human being. We saw the other day, Burna Boy, his sister was telling him come off the live, like, I need my phone back. He was using his sister's phone. Like, to her, you might be burning by that. You're my brother. I need my come on. Like, and it's like, I love that because it's real. Like, at the end of the day, family is family. Like, and people are people. People are normal. Do you know what I mean? So we don't have to try and make it out like it's completely different. Like, we're completely different, or like when we get out there, we have to talk in a certain way or be someone else. People want to just know who you genuinely are. Yeah. And the problem is, if you fake it when you meet me, the next time you see me, you might not even remember how you faked it. So now I meet, I'm like, right, you're completely different. So now I definitely don't want to work with you because I don't know who you are. Like, just be who you are, and then you could be that all the time.
Authenticity is a cheat code.
Come on.
And no one else can do it like you, bro. That's that one thing I always say, like, no one else can mimic you if you just yourself all the time.
Exactly.
And then even though, like, you might be, like, sometimes I consider myself Marmite, to be quite honest with you. I always say to, I say to Antoinette a lot that I feel like there's no halfway in between. People either mess with me heavy or they just don't.
Why? Everyone messes. Doesn't like? Everyone likes you, bro.
In my opinion, people mess with me heavy or they don't. But I say all of that to say, yeah, some people may feel like that as well. But the good reason why being authentic is just key in that sense is that, you know, everyone that buys in properly for you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So everyone that's bought in is like, you'd rather get 20 people that buy in proper than 100 that you don't know where they stand, basically. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, authenticity, man. And meet new people, man, is key. It's key. Sometimes people talk about the networking thing like it's I know sometimes it can be a buzzword, innit?
Yeah.
So that's what's tricky, innit? But I think that no matter what you do, like whether you're a corporate or whether you're an entrepreneur, or whether you're a creator, I mean, one thing that can really point out to me is that it pointed out the importance of people within corporates. Because when you think about it, corporates are the ones that distribute or move all of this money around.
Yeah.
So we need decision makers that understand what we're on in these positions, basically.
Yeah.
That's the only way it's going to work. So yeah, that's super important.
No, it's crazy important. Like, I have meetings with people and they're like, yeah, we're trying to raise this, da, 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 da. Like, I'm just about to go have this meeting with this billionaire. I'm going to have this meeting with, and I'm like, ooh, like, I know you, so now through you, I can get connected to a billionaire. Do you know what I mean? And that billionaire is looking to invest, like, because they got more money than sense. They got to do something with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it's like, actually, this is where you want to be, like, outside of your comfort zone, meeting people. Because think about it, if you now have access to a billionaire, everyone that knows you is one step away from that.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And that's how we now change the ecosystem, so that when a great idea comes to you, we can get funding. We don't need to wait for the banks. We can go to these affluent individuals and get funding into our projects. And they can, as long as they're making money and they can see the money they're making, they're happy to invest. And it's not a race thing.
Yeah.
It's just we're not in those rooms. We haven't got those connections.
Yeah, exactly.
So they don't see us to put the money into.
Exactly.
So it's so important to network. And I just feel like, especially if you've got an idea, like if you're serious about reaching your dreams and goals, and you know that there's a chance that you could meet somebody that can change your destiny at an event or whatever, just be there. It doesn't matter whether you meet them or not.
Be there.
The chance to be able to make sure you're in that room.
Yeah.
The chance to be able to change your life. Because if you understand that you are one investor away from changing your life.
Yeah.
Your aim should be have the product, find the investor.
And be going out.
And just be going out.
Yeah.
Going out, meet people. Because sometimes you ain't got the investor, because you meet someone, they say, oh, we need to improve your deck.
Yeah.
Then now they need some. Oh, I know someone that can help us with the app. Oh, you need the app, do the app. Then through the app. Oh yeah, we did another app, and these people invested. All of a sudden, through 4 or 5 different things that people you're able to meet and progression. Now you've met the investor, and you've met them at a time where you're investable.
This is it.
Sometimes we want to meet the investor, but we're not even investable. And then we've got that one chance to pitch, and they're like, I can't invest in this. Now they can never take you serious again.
Yeah.
So it's really important that, we make sure that we meet people at where we're at, and we grow and build, and don't try and do it all in our own power. Every time we do a business, it must be our own savings, our own investment, our own family and friends. That, bruv, these are going out, they're getting 250k on the first round.
Yeah, literally.
Boom. And you wonder why, even if they failed before, they're still getting it. Like,
do you know what it is though? A lot of it is a I wouldn't even say scarcity mindset. A lot of it is you don't know what you don't know. And I feel that there's so many people that with great ideas and stuff like that, and they don't actually know that there is multi-millionaires just looking to get rid of $1 million and invest it into something.
Yeah.
They literally want to get it gone. Like they're literally looking for something to invest in.
Bro, they need it. Because a lot of the time, if they don't invest it, it's going to the tax person anyway. Yeah. So like, listen, I might as well invest it. I can get a return on it. It can build. It can grow. It's earning me nothing. If this bank collapses, I'm not insured. I'm not protected. Like, so let me invest it. Let me put it somewhere. And also, a lot of the time, they got to the point of where they're at through investing, through something having like that, through putting money into something, through building something. So they understand the concept. As long as they see people that have the right ideas, they're ready to invest. So it's really important for you to be in the net, but you're not going to believe it. I always tell people, if all your friends, if you got 10 friends and all of them have bought houses, you're going to be the 11th. Yeah. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. If it's going to be, you're going to be like, no, I don't want to be the only one that's not. You're going to do it. If all of your friends are, do you know what I mean, are not on nothing, you're going to be the 11th on nothing. You're going to be on nothing. You're not going to be on nothing.
It's true though.
Because there's no in your circle, in the bubble that you've created for yourself, being on nothing is the goal. Yeah. So you've achieved everything you need to achieve amongst your peers. Yeah. Whereas if your peers are striving for more, and that's why it's good to have different groups, because some days I want to be on nothing. I'll chill with them, man. Yeah, but, different groups, yeah. But other days, I'll close that door on them, man, and I'm ready to go and do what I got to do. And guess what? Because I've got that, now they're ready to do what they want to do. Bro, if I tell you how much, man, are now taking their lives serious, not because I gave them money, but because they're seeing the actions. Right now, man, I see what you're on. Yeah, Like, it's hard to have someone that's a friend that you've been around, that you know that they're not mad clever than you, they're not mad more equipped, they're just doing the work. that's achieving and you're not achieving and you stay in that position.
Yeah.
You're gonna say, yo, Eman, like, talk to me about what's the steps you took here, or what did you do about this, or I'm struggling with this. Do you know, like, bro, you're gonna change the situation.
Yeah. Facts. It's so true. But once again, we go back to it's the spirit of am I being a beg that's stopping people from making these new circles. Like, you need a new circle. You know that you want to be the one. But I'm telling you guys, it's natural for it to be hard to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Because as you're doing it by yourself, yeah, the thought of doing better for yourself was already you're better than your surroundings.
Exactly.
Without even doing anything. Just because you're thinking about it. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you push yourself forward? But I think that there's nothing wrong with going to networking events where you know where these people are. You know where these people are.
Yeah.
And just speak to people. Say that, do you know what? Sometimes transparency wins all the time.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I haven't got friends that's really on this kind of stuff. Do you mind if we exchange numbers? And people have said it to me in the past, innit? And I've been like, yeah, cool, let's do it, or join this community or join that community. It's even and it doesn't even necessarily have to be with wealth. This can be with anything, because I think the story, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think the story is Tolly T, either with Audrey from the Receipts or with Melissa's Wardrobe. It's one of the two. One of them messaged the other and said that, do you know what? I like your vibe. I feel like we could vibe. Let's be friends. And now they've got friendship, business, or whatever it is since then, basically.
Yeah.
But it's like, we don't want to do that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? We don't want to be like, do you know what? I mess with how you move. Yeah. Like, is there anything that we can do to move like this together? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Facts.
So I think that, like, assessing your community and who's around you is so important.
So important. Like, I always give the example about, like, Bola Soul. Like, literally when I started, she's the only other person I saw doing finance content. I was like, I gotta be a friend. Bro, I didn't know I gotta be a friend. Bro, I used to comment on her posts, like her posts, I reshared her posts. She brought out some merchandise. I bought the merchandise, made a video in the merch with the merch saying, "There's rice at home." Like, I did a video with it. Like, we met, bro. Now Bola Soul is calling my wife.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I'm saying,
bro?
They're going out for coffee without, not even with me, bro.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. It's so funny you say that point, because I'm even clocking it out. Like, before I started making content, yeah, in the property and finance space, who did I know before? Kia, you, Bola, Property Strat, Jade Van Riel. All of them are virgins. I have to be. Why wouldn't I? Do you know what I'm trying to say? And they didn't know me. They had a platform. I didn't have nothing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I reached out. Yo, love what you're doing. XYZ, XYZ. You have to. And that goes back. It's come full circle, innit?
Yeah.
It's got back to what you said. That why would Bricks with Tips go to Cannes and blah? Bro, how did I get here?
Exactly.
It's because I was messaging people that, yo, listen, let's connect. Why would I stop it now?
Exactly.
Yo, let's connect. Like, let's see what we can XYZ.
And it's the love. Like, even like Jade, for example. Like, I love her content. Like, I'm not, when I see Jade, I love your content, you know?
Yeah, lit content.
Like, I watch your content. And not only I watch your content, I like your outfits. I send them to my wife, like, yo, or you should get something like this. Like, I think it look good on you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, as a content creator, I can appreciate great content.
Yes.
Because I know what it takes. Like, I know that's not one take.
Yeah.
No, it's one. Do you understand? I know what it takes.
You have to wait for the sun to come out.
Come on. I know that you have to focus on the lighting. I know you had to think about your outfit. I know you had to write a script. And then you had to remember it. Yeah. And then halfway through, you've mumbled on one word. You've had to start all over again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know what it takes. The different angles, the up the stairs, going out. And I know you're doing all of this. Like, I know what you're building towards. I know so how can I just want you to know that you're appreciated. Like, what you're doing is appreciated. I see you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we've never, like, we're like when we meet, you think that
You've known each other at the time.
but we just talk when we meet. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously in the DMs, like, message and whatever, but it's like, it's love because we're walking the same path.
And transparent and open to speaking to people. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And it goes back once again. Just say, like, if you like what people are doing, yo,
bruv,
big up. I love what you're doing. Because you know what? It's funny, yeah? There's so many people. And even if we move off content creators, people that are doing stuff for communities, for impact, or even in your day job, like, there's so many people that are close to quitting. Sometimes all they need to hear is, look, I appreciate what you've done, or I love what you do, or if you've been watching someone that's helped you progress, you know what? You don't even know it, but you've helped me progress in what you're doing.
Bro.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So,
and it gets deeper, like what you're saying, like Proud and Gifted. I don't know if you follow them. They basically celebrate young people. That's what they do. So anytime they see like young people doing stuff, doesn't matter the race, they'll post it on their page. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know if you saw recently, there was the girl that they try to say she was ugly or whatever, and they were rinsing her like on social
TikTok.
on TikTok
I
or
think
whatever.
that's right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they went to her when they did an interview with her and just told her, "You're beautiful, you're loved." You know what I mean? Like, and she was talking about how she's confident. I was like, this is why I love this platform.
Yeah,
And
she's
it's like,
confident though.
yeah.
Even with her post that she made,
Yeah.
oozing with confidence.
Like, she knows who she is and she's calm with it. You know what I mean? And I love that. And she's gonna go far in life. And it's like, you see people do stuff and you're like, I love that. But we have to have community.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what we're missing. You see, like when I see you in the paper, I'm gassed. It's like I'm in the paper, bro.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes, you know what, bro, sometimes I forget, bro. People be like, they'll be like, yeah, I was on TV the other day. Bro, I'm talking about you. I'm like, it's me, bro. Bro, like, if you win,
It's
bro.
us, bro. It's all of us, bro.
And it's not because we got a pod, bro. It's
Yeah.
just because I'm invested in you as a human being.
Yeah.
Like, if you win, bro, I win. No one can tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Like, and I'll be like mad transparent. Like, there was bare times when you first come and do the thing, people are like, oh, why are you helping Brits? Like, he's doing something. I'm like, why would I not help him, bro? Why would I not help my brother make money?
Honestly.
Like, why would I not want to see him win, feed his family?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Why
would I want him to go to someone else?
like, if the money wasn't going to come to me, why would I want it to go to you?
Yeah.
Why would I not want it to go to you?
But
Like,
that's the scarcity mindset.
But the mindset is, I've had people in real life, people message me like, like, I see what you're doing, Brits. I think, are you okay? Like, that's when I just know we can't be friends. Like, because your mindset is crazy. Like, bruv, if Brits wins, I win. Like, because let me tell you something, yeah, and this is the realest. If you're winning, bruv, and I'm in problem, bruv, I will call you, bruv.
Straight.
I'm struggling. I need XYZ.
Bro, I tell people this all the time. With my people, that's how we live our life. And even when I meet new people and they ask for my number, I say, bro, you better use that, because if you give me your
Come
number
on.
and I need it, I'm phoning you, bro. I don't play.
Bro, it's not every day you're up. That's why people think they're up all the time.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
not just financially, bro. Sometimes man's just down. Man's just in a down place.
Definitely.
Like, man's in a down place. Like, a man just feels like, it's not going the way you want. And man can call you and talk to you, and like, you're the only one that can really understand what man's going through on a day to day. Like, how could I not want to help you? Like, because if you win, I win. Like, and that's what people don't understand. When I say if he wins, like, if Brits has a TV show, I am more likely to get a TV show.
Definitely. I don't get why people don't get this.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because this brother looks like me, sounds like me,
Honestly.
from my background. So if he can get a show, the second he gets a show commissioned, we're going to all the production companies, plus the one that commissions his show, with an idea for a show.
Bro.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Bro, listen, we even can go wider than that. If someone drops 2 million on a finance content creator, I'm celebrating, because you've blown the thing wide open now.
All of our checks are going up.
Everyone's checks going up. The pie is getting bigger. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, the market share is getting bigger. But a lot of people just don't get that.
Like, bruv, and I get it sometimes when people find it's hard. Like, something your brethren's bought a house, or someone that you don't even know has bought a house, and you feel like you're so far away from that. You're seeing people maybe younger than you doing stuff that you feel that you're not able to do. But bruv, you're not defined by it. And it's like, don't ever allow yourself to be diminished because be happy for them. Because I always tell people, when it's your turn, you're gonna want people to clap for you.
Yeah.
When it's your turn, you're gonna want people to celebrate you.
Yeah.
One of the things I find in life, and it's sad, a lot of people die, hardly anyone goes to their funeral. Because the way you lived your life was so for you that when everybody's drawn away from you, that when you're dead, it doesn't matter if you're alive or dead, because we don't talk anymore anyway. Do you understand? To me, you might as well have been gone all this time anyway. Like, make sure that you understand that when you celebrate people, so when it's time to be celebrated, you're not like, I see these people that do the things in the stories and like someone's birthday, and then they at you in their stories, bruv. You see those people on their birthday, you can't even get through their stories, bro. Yeah. Because everybody's gonna come and show love because they've shown love. Yeah. I'm like, how do you remember? Like, you must have a calendar.
Do you know what it is? I'm gonna be transparent on this pod. I don't act no one for their birthday, because it's more wahala if I miss someone.
Come on.
I can't remember everyone's birthday.
At all.
Now because I've decided to start doing that. When I miss someone's birthday because I was maybe I wasn't feeling well. I was bedbound. Now you don't know someone's at odds with you over it. But you're so right. You're so right. Like, literally, that's the perfect way to explain what you're saying. Like everybody's gonna be there for them on their birthday.
Exactly.
The thing looks like tiny dots, tiny
Bare
specks.
dots, you can't even see it. Like, so it's so important that you understand. Like, for me, it's like if I can help someone, I'm gonna help them. And like people say like I mean people like, oh, Iman, but you know everyone likes you. Everyone likes me because I'm nice. I'm a nice person. Like and sometimes I'm too nice, but that's just me. That's just how I am, and I'm not gonna feel bad for it because you know what? I remember people used to like when we were younger. Like I used to obviously I lived in East. We'll finish and then I will drive. I will drop somebody in North, drop somebody in West, drop somebody in South, and then go home to East. I'm in bed at 2:00 in the morning. Gotta wake up. And people be like, Eman, like, you're crazy. I'm like, bruv, for me, like, how can I come out and I see you, and then if now I leave you, something happen, I'll be saying to myself, if I only drop them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I can drop you and I got the energy, let me drop you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, Uber exists. Like, man will I'll just open the app, put you in an Uber, and then I can just drive on my way. I don't need to kill myself.
Yeah.
But the point being is that for me, it's like, being a nice person is important, and sometimes people take your niceness for weakness. Do you know what I mean? And that's why you need people in your life that will say, okay, cool. Like, I see what you want to do. I know what you're trying to do, but X, Y, Z. And like, make sure you don't allow X, Y, Z to happen. And it's like, I appreciate you. Like, I see this. I see what they could be doing, but I know why I'm doing it from my heart.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a man that I don't, my reward is in heaven. Like, I know God sees me because if you understand the blessings that I've had, like you
wouldn't ask questions. Why am I so nice?
Because
you would ask questions.
The way God has done me in this life, yeah, bro. People that they will tell you themselves, I don't know why I helped him. They'll be telling you, I don't know why I want to help you. I don't know. There's just something about you, and I know it's God, bruv.
Yeah,
it's God's favor on my life
favor.
That I will come. I will not have the best grades. I will not talk the best. I will not. But yet, people will still open doors, give me opportunity, give me chance.
Yeah.
So how can I, with all of those blessings, then have the opportunity to help someone and not do it? Do you know what I mean?
Sense.
It doesn't make sense to me. Like, so it's so important that people like understand that we are a community. Like, when one wins, we win. And when we start to get to the position when we celebrate people like we're one, then trust comes.
Yeah.
If you told me, I'm doing this investment, come on, we're putting in 20K for, and I've got the money, bro, I'm just transferring it. I'm not even thinking contract.
Yeah.
Such is the trust that I have in you as a human being.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, where do I sign? I'm like what Brick said. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
That's my guy. I know that guy inside out, like, because I know, and that's where we want to get to as a community. One of the reasons why we don't invest together and there's so much is because there's lack of trust.
Yeah.
But if we were celebrating each other and appreciating one another and felt that community vibe, we would trust one each other more.
Yeah, facts. Nah, it's so true. It's so true. But bro, let's move on to some financial jams.
Come on.
Questions from people. These questions come in hot today. So this is one for you, E.
Go on.
So, how do you deal with being the breadwinner of the family, but you aren't married, and the black tax is taxing? For context, I'm in my 30s, and I know both of you personally. Might as well put your initials.
Innit? I think there's a few things. One is that, like, obviously, if it depends on how you've shaped your relationship.
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes marriage is the paper, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, are you moving like you're married? Or are you still moving like two people who are together but still single? Do you know what I mean? So if you're still two people together but single, then you need to make sure that you're protecting yourself and what you're contributing, what you're doing, and so forth. Because obviously someone can move at any moment. There's no, don't have to go court. There's no divorce. There's no nothing. They could just leave. And do you know what I mean? When remember, you might have been together for 20 years, but when you tick the box on form, you tick single.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? You're a single individual.
Yeah.
So it's really important to understand that there's no liability. No one owes you nothing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In that setting without the marriage. I mean, that's why marriage is such an important commitment to make and make sure you do, especially if you're going to be with someone over the longer term.
Yeah.
But I feel like also then it's then about, in regards to the black tax, it's about learning to say no. Like, you can't do everything. and also having conversations with your partner, especially if your partner's not having the same pressure from their family or not even from the same community.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So they're not experiencing that black tax, so they don't get it.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
break
mean?
down the black tax for people that might not know what it is.
So black tax is basically when you now have to pay for other, like, because you've got people back home in the village or from your country or your parents or your siblings, like that, because where we got as family, especially as family, when one person makes money, then if the other people haven't got money, you're now expected to provide for the remainder, the other people. So whenever they need anything, they're going to come directly to you as the money person, and you just have to have money available, forgetting that you're just trying to build your life and you've got your own family, your own kids, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So that's that black tax. I always...
Yeah, I was going to say, so you end up supporting two generations, right?
Yeah,
Your
exactly.
family and the older generation. And the reason it's called the black tax is that it's very, very common in black, African and Caribbean households.
Yeah, definitely. And so I always talk about the fact that, Billy ain't sending money home to Leeds. Like in this community here in the UK, like, man ain't sending money home. In fact, man's getting money from his family.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Whereas us, you've got our parents left their homes to come here, and so they've got sisters, brothers, cousins also back home that maybe need help and support. And because you're over here in London or in the US or in Europe, you're expected that you're making the big money, you've got to send it home, and that's just expected. Like, there's not a negotiation. It's not, oh, if I feel like, oh, when I can, I'll get to it. It's expected. And if you don't, your phone will be ringing. The WhatsApps are crazy now. You don't even want to open your phone to WhatsApp messages. You can't. They will start calling you on new numbers. The Leica mobiles will just be like, it's gone. It will go mad. So it's something that you have to do, and so it's something that you have to account for. So it's really important to have those conversations and make sure that you're accounting for it and you're not deficiting your family, your family that you live with. You're not hurting them in order to help the family or relatives that are abroad or in other households.
Facts. Next one is kind of similar, but I think it's still worth reading out. So this one's kind of spicy. Would you date someone whose parents are financially reliant on them? For example, this person isn't rich, but their mum is frivolous with their money, and they have to bail them out all of the time.
God, what are you saying?
I think with this one, right, look, this can happen to anybody, across all communities as well, innit?
Yeah.
I think that with the person that you're dating, what I would be assessing first is how they are dealing with it at the moment. Because if your mum is frivolous and then you bail her out all the time, then by virtue through her, she's also frivolous as well.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
get what I'm trying to say? Because what
Yeah.
that means is that your mum can get paid 2K, spend 5K on a holiday, and then if you're going to foot that bill, then you are also frivolous as well.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's got to be just about, and I know it's the parents and whatnot, but look, money is, there's so much money in the world, but there's only so much money that you've got.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Facts.
So we've got to take note of that. So I think that a discussion will probably be had about, like, what are you currently doing about it?
Yeah.
What's been the worst scenario? How can you kind of like manage that scenario, basically? What about you, though?
Yeah, I think, could I have someone that's... I think the fact that I know that the family financially on them, that's one thing. So that's something, at least I'm aware of it. And so if I decide to be with them, then that's a decision I make, and that's something that you can't go back on. So it's always important to understand the commitments that you're making, because people make these financial commitments to be with someone that they know needs financial support, and then when they get into that situation, call that person a burden and now resent them because of that situation. So it's important to, if you are going to accept it, then make sure you accept it all the way. For me, I'll be looking at, what are you doing? What is that person doing income wise? Like, what are they doing to increase their income to make sure that they can afford whatever they're doing? Also helping them understand that they need to put their mum on a budget. So what X percentage or certain amount that they're going to get. And then if mum does whatever, it's on mum, because actually sometimes we are enablers, right?
Yeah.
We're enabling the bad behavior.
Yeah, facts. Right, bro, it's come to that period. What is your W and your L of the week?
Bro, you go first, because I'm still thinking of mine.
So my W is Cannes.
Yeah.
Obviously, Cannes was lit. Had a vibe out there.
Yeah.
Managed to meet good people, connect with bare people. So huge W. I'd recommend that to anybody who's kind of like in that field, innit? My L of the week, tricky one, man. Tricky one. I think that whilst I was away at Cannes, Cannes is like a creative festival.
Yeah.
So a lot of creators are out there, a lot of corporates as well that work in marketing. So when they go to Cannes, their work goes with them. Bro, I had a whole something I'm still running in the UK from Cannes, and I guess it was a lot more. That's fine, innit? I can work from anywhere in the world with a lot of the things that I do. But Cannes was a lot more intense than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
So a lot of walking all the time, and a lot of the time you might not be able to get to your phone or take a call. So I'm taking Zoom calls in an Uber on the way to like a TikTok party or whatever it may be. So it was just a lot, but I managed to get through it, innit? But I'd say that was the L, and it ended up with me having bare to do when I came back, basically.
Love that.
What about your side?
I love that. I feel like the learning is so important, like what you're saying what you're saying. I think it's all learning, right? It's all part of the development, and it's so real. Like I love that you're just real with it, because obviously from the outside it just looks like it's all going so well. It's all so easy. No one would ever know that. You're having these,
bro. Like man is like genuinely. I had. It sounds so mad to say, but the way that it is that like, right, cool. I want to go to this particular function because I know I'm going to speak to these kind of people here. This particular function, but I couldn't think about it because of the call that I knew I had to take that evening, and I ended up having to take the call in the Uber. And I was worrying about the connection, and the call's meant to be recorded, and the lighting, and all of these different things. And it's a group call as well that I'm chairing. So it's kind of like, but yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes it's good for people to know that these are the sort of things that you may have to go through. But all went well in the end, didn't it? But like you say, a lesson, innit?
Yeah, I think my W. There's so many. Like, I think one big one has been health. So obviously, that's much better, much improved. I've been hitting my milestones, going to the gym, eating better and so forth, and we're seeing the benefits of that, having more energy. Like, bruv, I work from home, so before I was having naps in the afternoon, like 1 hour here just to, bro, I'm going gym in the morning, I'm not even napping, I'm sleeping at night peacefully.
Yeah, what time you sleep?
I go in bed early as well, so I'm going to bed like 9:30, 10.
Nice.
So that I can wake, because I wake up at 6 o'clock, 5:30 sometimes to go gym in the morning, depending on what time my meetings are. So that's been really good. Also, I think for me, another W is like I'm just moving in the church circles. Like I always wanted to. I started off doing stuff in the church circles, and then obviously went to the media and so forth. But now, like I'm just having. Every week I get a different church that invites me to come and give a talk here, and I love it. I love it. Bro, it's like it's my audience, it's my vibe, it's my people, and then like from there I'm just getting new clients for my business. So like I'm giving these talks, and then people like I'm not fighting to get clients. Like these are people, we're doing well as a community, so I'm loving that. Like there are so many people with money. Like don't let the TV fool you. Like bare of us are doing well, and so so that's the W. I'd say L wise, I'd probably say it's not an L, but bro, I had to give up my office, man.
Oh, okay.
I was just like,
it's a learning.
Bruv, I had to give it up. Like it's a learning, but it's painful, bruv. I loved having the office and that, but if I look back at it, it's been useful, but I shouldn't have took it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I hear you fully.
I shouldn't have took it. What I should have done is that I should have got an open space so I can go in, and then if I need it, I can book a meeting room as a desk as and when I need it, or a meeting room or whatever. I didn't need my own office space. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And so letting it go feels painful and feels like I wanted this. But I understand that the bigger picture is that the money I'm spending there, I've got staff now, like, and they're my responsibility, and my staff are allowing me to grow.
Yeah,
do you understand? Because I need to do less of the admin and the paperwork and to do the bigger stuff that brings in the bigger money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I had to focus on building and growing and taking on more staff, and that meant that we're all remote, so we didn't really need the office, and that it's just a change, and it's been painful, but it's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna be back again. Do you know what I mean? And when I come back, I'm hoping that I'm not going to pay for the office. I'm going to get a better office than that.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to pay. Someone's either going to offer me a space, or I'm going to be working with somebody that's going to be like, oh yeah, you can come and use our office.
Facts. Lit.
That's the plan.
You need to be like me. I've got 16 offices, bro. Costa, David,
everywhere.
I'll be working everywhere. But guys, thank you for listening. That's been the Bread and Butter podcast.
Like, comment, subscribe. Listen, we appreciate each and every one of you. Like, it's been a blessing. The feedback we get when we see you, we love it. So like, let us know what guests do you want us to get on? Like, what other topics do you want us to talk about? Like, tell us your favorite episode, what you liked about it. Like, your feedback means so much to us, and make sure you share it with a friend. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, facts, man. I want to double down on Eman's point. I challenge you guys to share this one on whatever you're listening to, whether it's Spotify on the way to work. Screenshot it, put it in your story at me and Eman and the Bread and Butter podcast. If you're listening on YouTube, screenshot it or take a picture of the TV at Bread and Butter podcast and me and Eman. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Blessings.